Have you ever taken out a roll of filament, loaded it into your printer, and wound up with really poor print quality regardless of your settings? Stringing, popping sounds, weak layers, rough surfaces, sometimes those could be traced to moisture. Today we're looking at what Sunlu's doing to help with drying and dehumidification of filament. Whether you're printing with everyday materials such as PLA or things like nylon, you're going to want to check out some of these solutions. I'm Brian DeLuca and this is Maker Build It, where we turn ideas into projects, and today we're looking at some of the solutions that Sunlu has for dehumidification and drying of filaments. And what's really interesting is some of those systems only use dehumidification. So if you're sick of troubleshooting and want to spend more time printing, you may want to watch this video. Let's check it out. I'm Brian DeLuca and I am here at Rapid TCT in the Sunlu booth with Matthew. Matthew, can you show us what Sunlu has going on new with the filament dryers?
Sure. That would be so first that would be our AMS Heater. So this is the latest release from Sunlu company. That's based on the market that says like that the P1S was selling all around the world, and with the AMS system, but without the possibility to dry, print and dry the multicolors at the same time. So this is why we released this product. Okay. So basically it's very easy. You just remove the first existing lid on the AMS, you just put it back, and then they give you the possibility to dry the filament while printing, and everybody's happy.
That's awesome.
Then they're gonna be this one. This one is our E2 filament dryer, E2 for engineering, of course. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you get your hand around it already.
No, but I've tested this, and I've actually tested this.
Okay.
Yes.
This one is really interesting. Also, it is a one of a kind dryer because it can go up to 110 degree.
Okay. Wow.
So you won't use 110 degree obviously for filament, but you will use 90 degree, for example, for nylon. So instead of using a random dryer at 70 degree, which takes around 10 hours to dry some nylon, you will use this one at 90 degree and it takes only 3 hours.
Wow.
So basically that's a
so if you're printing nylon, this is the one you want.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you are more into the engineering parts, you can use the annealing function, and that's where the 110 degree are for actually.
Okay.
And then you will know, of course, this is not a new release. This is our S4, best-selling since forever, since years. 3 years of existence, still the best-selling dryer that we are making. Okay. This is also one of the newest release for Sunlu dryers. It's called the SP2 dryer.
Okay.
S for Stackable. So basically, how it works is that it usually goes with different chambers. Okay. You have one base, you have one heating base here. Okay. That's all the drying job, and you will put some chambers on top to make it then dry.
I gotcha.
And the good part of it is that
that's great. Cool.
You dry one box, you close with all the seals there. Oh. And the box they dry for 6 months, let's say.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so instead of having to redry your filament all the time, leave it in one box for 6 months. You use it when you want, and that saves a lot of time also on the drying part.
So I heard you have a new release.
Exactly. Let's go. This one is the Fila DC i10. It's a co-branding partnership we have with the Inslogic brand also. Okay. So the idea of this one is to be a bit more different than a simple dryer. So it doesn't rely on heating the filament. It's room temperature drying.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't call it dryer. We call it actually a dehumidifying cabinet.
Okay.
Yeah. So 10 spools you can see over there. And how does it work is that you have a air circulation system. Okay. You have some a bit like a desiccant, the new kind of desiccant, new revolutionary kind of desiccant that will absorb the moisture. And then you will have the same PTC system, the heating system, to dry those kind of desiccants and have it blow all around and have it exhausted here. So from time to time during the drying system, dehumidifying system, you will have this will
To ventilate.
automatically open to ventilate and to get rid of the moisture.
Oh, okay. So this is automatic. So it's
Exactly.
based on the sensing on the inside of it.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So we got some because we got some feedback from you guys from the AMS heater that we have a manual one,
Yeah.
a manual vent, and people say, okay, it's a good thing, it's really moving forward, but if it's automatic, it's better. So
Well,
we're listening to you guys.
so what's nice about this is it's not using active heat to basically heat up the filament. It's basically just using dehumidification to dry your filament out. So
And so if you think about this, is less energy consuming, is something that you can use, you can stack also on top, you can use
right.
3 of them to dry all the filaments, to have your filament dry at any time, yes. So
Well, Matthew, thank you for your
thank
time
you so
today.
much.
It was a pleasure.
Yes, it was a pleasure.
Okay, thank you.
you.
So as you can see, drying filament isn't just about saving yourself for some bad prints. It's also about protecting your materials and keeping them dry so they're ready to use when you need them. Whether you're looking for a traditional filament dryer, a high temperature solution for engineered materials like nylon, a long-term storage system, or even a dedicated dehumidification cabinet, there are now more options than ever to keep moisture under control. For more on 3D printing, DIY, and maker projects, make sure you like and follow Maker Build It, and remember, keep on making. Oh, and remember, dry filament will guarantee a great print, but wet filament will guarantee a bad one.